Hello there. Happy Sunday to you guys. I know some of you guys are enjoying your Sunday at home and some of you guys are driving around looking for that perfect home. So this video is for those buyers that are wondering, why is my offer not getting accepted? I have a few tips for you guys. Now, you can use the tips all at once or you can pick some of the tips, it doesn't matter. But these are the tips that I'm going to share with you that were used by buyers when I was on the seller side, or the tips that I use for my buyers, or things that helped me decide as a seller what offer I wanted to accept. Okay? So the first thing, if you need seller help, seller contribution, whatever you call it. So for those that do not understand what I mean, sometimes in a normal market, people need seller contribution, meaning that you put an offer, but you're asking the seller to give you some money back that you're going to use towards your closing costs or towards your down payment. In this market, that will get you nowhere. As soon as a seller looks at your offer and they see seller contribution, you are on the back burner. Unless no one else puts an offer on that particular house, which in this market, the chances are so slim that you're the only one that's going to put an offer. Right now, when you put an offer, there's like 15 other people that are putting an offer on the same house. So if you're asking for seller contribution, that's not going to get you anywhere. So try and avoid to ask for seller help. The tip is save your own money. I know it's difficult. I know we are spoiled because your friend bought a house and they got 3% seller help, or my friend here got 6% seller help. So I want that too. Yes, but they didn't buy the house in this market. We are talking about now. And now you are not going to get seller help, or you're going to be submitting at least 10, 15 offers before you can even get a yes. So if you can avoid it, avoid it. The second thing is, it's the grants, down payment assistance. So most of the time when the lender gives you a pre-approval, it says on there that you are getting a grant. Some sellers will not pick an offer when they see that you are getting a grant. Reason being, a grant, it will take at least 45 days before you close. People are closing in 20 days, in 30 days. So if you have an offer, let's say your house is listed at 250, somebody gives you 250, this person gives you 250, but this person is using a grant and they're going to close in 45 days, and this person is not using a grant, they're going to close in 30 days. A seller is going to pick 30 days. Again, it goes back to the same thing that I said at the beginning, save your own money. If you have your own money, you don't have to worry about seller contribution, you don't have to worry about grant. You're just going to submit an offer. You're going to put your own down payment. Unfortunately, this market, you're going to come out of pocket more than you would have before. Okay? The third one. So when you submit an offer, you do inspection, and then after inspection, then you submit all the repair requests to the seller and you ask them to fix a few things. In this market, people are waiving things. They are waiving appraisal, they are waiving inspections. So if you can avoid asking for repairs, do that. Now, I'm not saying waive inspection. What I'm saying is buy as is with the right to terminate. That means you're still gonna have inspection. If you find out there's something major wrong with the house, then you can get out of the contract. If there's nothing wrong with the house, it's just little minor things that you can handle after you move in, then you move forward. That's the easiest way of getting your offer accepted. Now, you have to use your common sense. When you went to see the house, how did the house look? Did it look like it was well maintained? Did it look like it's a house that doesn't need a lot? There are houses where you can walk in and look at them and like, okay, maybe there are minor things. Some houses, you're just looking at it, you know this is gonna need some money. So you have to make your own judgment, or your agent can help you with that decision. The fourth one, people are writing letters. Now, if you're a sucker like me, you can write me a sad story and tell me, oh, I just married my husband, we need a place to live, we're about to be homeless. If you have a seller like me, probably gonna accept your offer. But again, you need to be giving, your offer has to be close to what the asking price is. because I'm not going to, if someone offers me 250 and you offering me 230 and you write a nice sobbing letter, I'm still going to know that this person offered me $20,000 more. But if this person offers me 250, they don't give me a letter. You offer me 250 and you write me a nice sweet letter introducing yourself, telling me a little bit about yourself, I'm probably going to gravitate to accepting your offer, because real estate is an emotional business, it's a people business. We tend to gravitate to people that we like. If the good thing about it is when people submit offers, you don't see them, you just see a piece of paper with their offer. So it's easier to make a decision because you don't see the people. But when they write the letter, it kind of has a personal touch to it. So it does help for the seller to consider your offer versus just submitting an offer. Now this one was new to me. This one, I was on the seller side. The buyer offered the seller $2,000 towards moving cost. Okay, now this is new. This took it to a whole nother level, because hear me out. The seller is going to move anyway. They put the house on the market, they're going to move anyway. So here you are, you're going to offer them $2,000 to make sure they really move. Now who's going to say no to that? Because I am sure you've already made provisions how you're going to move. You've already have your moving truck or whatever moving expenses paid. You know where you're going. So here comes this person, offer you $2,000 to make sure you move. Who wouldn't take that? I would take it. So you need to be creative in order for your offer to be accepted. Anything that can get you that for you to stand out instead of just blending in with everybody else. So I thought that was very creative, because it's a normal transaction. The seller is the one that's giving the contribution to the buyer. But in this one, the buyer was giving the contribution to the seller. Game changer. Another one that people have been doing is to offer the seller to pay for the taxes and recording fees. So when a seller puts a house on the market, the most important thing most of the time is how much they're going to net. So if you're going to offer to pay the recording taxes and the transfer taxes, that means that the seller is going to net more money because the buyer is taking more of the fees. So that will be favorable to the seller. So those are some of the little tricks that you can do. Now, I've used some of them. I've used all of them. And it doesn't mean that your offer is going to be accepted. It just means that sometimes it's going to be. I mean, I have been successful with it, but I do have buyers that are still looking, because sometimes there's just nothing you can do about it. The reason being, the houses right now are selling above listing price. Meaning that if the house is listed for $250, if you offer $250, your chances of getting that house are very slim. People are offering $280 on a $250 house, $290 on a $250 house. It makes no sense, but guess what? That's how you're gonna get your offer accepted. So if you want the house and you have the pre-approval where you can go up more than the listing price, then do it. But at the same time, you have to think about it. Is it worth it? Is it going to appraise? Because I don't accept offers just because you offer more money. I don't accept it if I know it's not going to appraise. So you still have to make your judgment. And of course, you still need to speak to your agent so they can advise you the best way, how much you should offer, and how to structure the offer. Everybody that's on the market right now, the things that you need to remember, it's just not the listing price that's important. There are a lot of terms that make your offer favorable. You need to know. They want to know how much you're going to offer. Are you asking for seller help? When are you going to close? What kind of inspection are you doing? All those things, it's an offer together. They determine what offer gets accepted. I have seen agents that would check the whole entire inspection list. They're going to check lead. The house was built after 1973. They're going to check chimney inspection. They're going to have chimney inspection. The house doesn't even have the chimney. That gives the seller the impression that your buyer is crazy. They're going to schedule an inspection for chimney when there is not even chimney. That buyer is going to be a handful. What are you going to do? You put it on the back burner. Because everybody now wants a quick close, and with less trouble, with less issues of you asking for this and asking for that. So I hope this was helpful. Like I said, it's a tough market. You have to be patient, and it's not a market for people that you can be attached to a house. It's a house, because you're going to be disappointed, you're going to be heartbroken, because you're going to put a lot of offers in before it gets accepted. So detach yourself, put offers in, make yourself available, because right now you go online, a house is on the market. By the time you go on you get to the phone and call your agent, you saw a house, that house is gone. So good luck to you guys. I hope you find your dream home. Do not give in. There are offers that are getting accepted there. Those people are no different than you. They are also buyers just like you. What is for you is for you. You just gotta keep going and keep doing your thing. I hope this was helpful. Happy Sunday.